let's start with the introduction. Like your name. What's your name? What does it mean? Um, I guess what we're doing here. And yeah, anything that you feel is.
My name is Moonchild Sanelly, and I'm an artist from South Africa, fashion designer and musician. And I am in Austin for South by Southwest because we want to slay everything. And oh yeah, my name. So my name means Moonchild is basically in Xhosa. I'm Xhosa. The moon is Inyanga, and the traditional healer is also Inyanga. So it's like one word for two meanings. So traditional healer and the moon use one word in Xhosa, which is Inyanga. So my mom could see stuff before it happened. She wasn't necessarily practicing, but she like dreamt of everything before it happened, and she'd tell us. So basically, I'm a child of a healer, and I happen to like the moon too. So it's like, hey, my name is Kane.
Nice. Inyanga?
Inyanga, yeah.
Inyanga. How do you spell that?
INY
INY
ANGA.
Inyanga. Okay, that's beautiful.
It's still also a month is Inyanga, the moon is Inyanga, the healer is Inyanga. It's like one word.
Really? So alright, so basically your moon healer.
And the month.
In the month?
The month. The month in Xhosa is Inyanga. What month is it? Monday Nyanga. Yeah.
Okay. So moon, like, alright, everybody on my IG always talks about your style. Or like they just love you, they find you so interesting.
Yeah.
Like, can you like break down your style to me? Like,
My style?
I guess more so like appearance wise, and then if you can break it down musically, like I guess start with appearance, you know.
My appearance, I think, because I'm a fashion designer. That's what I actually studied in school. So I've always been able to create what I want to look like because it's never been expensive. Even when I was broke, I would look fucking cool because I created. I think I always treat it like, I think my expression, I just express, and I think my expression is because I always say, Snow White turns 21 and the seven dwarfs become her strippers. So it's like an adorable, cute, but sexy at the same time. So you're confused whether you don't know if you want to like eat me up or like go in newness. Do you know what I mean? It's like that line between I like cute and sexy at the same time. So I'm just expressive and it's fun. I just have fun with the fashion into the music because it's basically like me expressing myself in different mediums, which is fashion, music, or do you know what I mean? So yeah, I just have like a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun because and I also like it because I don't really like, even in fashion school, they told me who Vivienne Westwood was because I reminded the lecturers of her, but I didn't know who it was because I don't necessarily follow. Like I don't have a favorite designer that I say I follow. I love Vivienne because of her aesthetic and everything, but I don't know what her latest thing is. All that jazz. Like for instance, I love, even with music, like I hardly play music. I have iPhone, but I don't have iTunes on my phone because I hardly play music. I make it. And it's just almost like it helps me stay original and doesn't taint any of my creativity because it's not necessarily, I'm not trying to do anything anyone's doing. I just make music and I make it the way I hear it. And so it's the same as the fashion as well. I just do the things and yeah, I stand out. I can't do the invisible. I can't do invisible. I can't. It is though I can't be invisible. I think that's why fashion is so loud. Like I'm not nah. My mom put me on stage for like 6 months, so like being on stage, I know eyes and being looked at and performing. That's like my natural thing to do. So I can't do invisible.
For sure. Oh, that made me think of something. Like, what inspires you?
Empowering people with no voices. I'm inspired by empowering because it's amazing when I touch adults. It's even greater when I touch children because they're the ones that are coming up and they're the ones that need to have the voice. They're the ones you need to just change the mindsets of, like, with regards to what they choose to tolerate. Like, they'll be like, oh no, like a woman, must go through the things and just like deal with it. It's just like, fuck that shit. Fuck it. So if I can empower the children and give them a voice, there should be a young change, at least less tolerance for fuckboys, at least, and standing up for anything that's different and rejected and not understood. I'm that girl. So like I'm here to just stand for whatever you'd call, because like my middle name is interesting. They literally, everyone's like, your music is so interesting, your look is so interesting, your hair is so interesting. I'm just like, my middle name is interesting. It's just like, so with children, I love it when they express, because there's a friend of mine who was doing research, right? She works on radio, and she asked them, which public personality do you like? They were like, oh, Moonchild. They're like, why? I said, because now we know when a boy cheats on both of us, we beat him up. We don't beat each other up as girls. I was like, yes, you're getting somewhere.
All right, so you said something. You mentioned fuckboys.
Yeah.
Yeah. What exactly is a fuckboy?
A fuckboy is a nigga that ain't shit. It's an ain't shit nigga. A nigga with no confidence out here playing girls, thinking that the number of girls he plays are gonna be boosting his confidence when it's bullshit. A fuckboy, fuckboys. But funny enough, when I'm single, I prefer a fuckboy because they got experience. They're always out here in the streets. So it's just like, yo, get to the point, get out. No attachments, no nothing. But then a fuckboy wants to come through on some. I'm like, nah, I'm treating you like what you are. You're a fuckboy. That's why I called you, because I wanted satisfaction and you go home. That's it. So fuckboys are good for quick pick-up fucks.
Like, how is it like being a woman, like in, I guess, like a male-dominated industry? Yeah, and I mean, you do like your music, like you're sexy, like your music is sexy, it's very sexualized. Like how like what's that dynamic like when, I guess, you meet men or like meet men in the industry, I guess? I guess you can go from
No, I think one thing I know I've had to learn is how to say fuck you with a smile. How to politely say fuck you, because outside of the fact that someone knows you're talented, you've already done this deal, and the next thing you want to know is like, fuck off. So instead of just like fuck you with anger and stuff, you just learn how to maneuver bitch niggas. Because it's sad that you also get offered a plate of dicks after fucking delivery. Do you know what I mean? So I'm always just like, yo, I'm not an ass. Like, I fight back with fucking hard work. And it's you have to always constantly figure out how to say fuck you politely. Yeah, because egos. So it's like, you have to. You can see someone flirt, especially with my aesthetic. It's like someone will try to hug you from the bottom, and me, I check you. Like, oh, yo, don't fuck around. Like, I fucking check you. Like, I remember I was doing Boiler Room, and some guy touched my ass by mistake. I hit him with the mic. I continued singing. Like, tag. I'm not naked for your motherfucking hands. Watch from a distance. So I check. And also I make people very comfortable. But when shit pops, don't fuck with me. And I have to, because how else am I going to protect my brand the way it is? Do you know what I mean? It's what it is, and I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to filter it for anyone. But it's not for everyone to touch. So it's like, me, I'll check you now. I remember kicking. I was playing a festival. Sound was crap. I was kicked. Boys jumped over the fence. There were so many boys. Security couldn't keep them away. My periods came. I was wearing a see-through leotard. It was a catsuit, see-through catsuit. And I was dancing upside down. And then boys came. And I was literally on the mic kicking boys like, Rabu Bihira. It was insane. Then I jumped off stage, went to my friend while singing, held the mic, put on a jersey, and I went back. The show must go on. And then we did it. It was probably one of my best moments. Like, when you just like, everything is against this performance. I was like, lies, fuck blood. Came through, did it. It was a killer. It was the motherfucker.
So yesterday you mentioned performing is like your drug.
Hell yeah.
Like,
getting a mic is a fucking privilege. I don't understand people that'll be like, oh, it's just 5 people. No. if you're hungry for this thing, it's a privilege having a mic, and you're gonna give it your best. Like apparently last night, like Moonfire, for instance, Renesa's like, they didn't want to perform before you came. They wanted to perform after you performed. Because now I just came, people were scattered. I just did what I needed to, because having a mic is a motherfucking privilege. And I'll never waste the opportunity. I work. And so I did that. And funny enough, guess who's the most achieving out of the entire group? The one who came to perform to 10 people. They're just sitting, complaining. It's what it is, keep it moving. Come, deliver, come through, get out. Deliver, come through, get out.
Tell me who Artemis is.
Artemis is my mini-me. It's just like a copy. She's fucking amazing. She's my daughter. She's 10. And she's a songwriter. And she does like her own skits and stuff. She's very creative. She's crazy. She's just like me. It's so crazy because there's a time when my friend's son was chilling with Auntie and stuff. My friend's children was chilling with they were chilling with Auntie, and the next thing the boy tells the mother, "Oh ma, yo, Artemis is very crazy, hey? But I miss her. When is she coming back?" And I'm just like, it sounds like adults talk about me, like Moonchild is crazy, like come through. That's how much of a copy she is. Like it's amazing. It's crazy. She's expressive. And then I've got twins, and then they dance. So at this point, I think I've just got a band. But I know Zazie loves the mic, so they kind of clash sometimes with Artemis because she also loves lyrics. The other one just dances. So they're crazy, those kids. They're fucking crazy. But they like fucking inspire me because it's like, I always say, when I die, I don't want anyone to ever have the power to tell them that dreams aren't valid because their entire existence is paid through my dreams coming true. So if I die today, they'll know the value of dreams. So whoever tries to get into their heads, like lies. Our mom brought us up through dreams, and therefore, I know I can be an aeroplane if I want to.
Damn, that's beautiful. I was just thinking about that. I was like, I wonder what she tells Artemis, you know.
Give me absolutely anything you want. Everything you want. That's why I'm like, myself as Artemis. People be like, oh, children, vulgar. I got it through sex. I'm not a mother songwriter. I'm not a love songwriter. I am liberation. And being a mother doesn't take away from that shit. Like, people like, oh my God, you don't look like a mother. What the fuck does a mother look like? I was a sexy bitch. And I'm maintaining I'm still a sexy bitch even after. So, what are you talking about? That's just an excuse to be lazy. Like, oh no, I just had to be how old? 10 years. 10 years. You're lazy. Yes. That whole thing, a mother's not supposed to. I know for a fact, me going all over, I'm not, like society will make you be like, oh, absent, money too. No, I'm teaching them responsibility. My mom worked. I never had mom issues like, oh, my mom was never around. Because I knew she was working, I saw her work, I saw the changes in my life, I saw all that jazz, and when she couldn't have me, she had me. And so when she died, I'm the only one who's basically an example from my mother's womb, and I'm the last born. And because I learned to hustle, when my siblings were fighting for the shit, I was like, my mom gave me work ethic, I'm good. And so it's that same shit. Like, it's the sacrifices that come with wanting what you want.
How old were you when your mother passed?
I was 17.
Yeah. So
I think 3 months after I moved, I did first year.
I know you're very like spiritual and in tune,
Mm-hmm.
I guess you could say. Like, do you? Let me know if I'm overstepping my bounds, too. But like, do you carry your spirit with you, like when you perform? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm with you.
Like
When I perform, I don't know. I just do know that like I live alone, but it's almost like, because she died on the passenger seat, right? That's the weirdest thing. So when I travel, even in an Uber, there's always like someone sitting there. It's almost as if like it's a real, because I see it, and I always have that, because there's someone there, but there's no one. So I know she's with me. She's definitely with me. Yeah, she's definitely with me.
what's her name?
Dambisa. which is
Mbisa.
Dambisa.
Mbisa?
Dambisa. D-A-M. No, D.
Oh, D.
D-A-M-B-I-S. Nope, B-B-I-S-A. Dambisa. Yeah.
Like, I guess since we are talking about, I guess family, like what legacy do you want to leave? Like, what legacy would you like to leave to, I guess, to the world or to your family?
That, to the world, to my family, just dreams are valid. Dreams are valid. You can be anything you want. Especially starting with my country, will be more sexually liberated. Because I make girls do things, like I bring out something out of girls. They just like things they'd never do. Like that thing, having a voice, expressing, not being shy to fucking twerk in public. Bring out that girl that you bring out in the mirror when you just take a shower and you're on your own. That's the girl I bring out. I call myself a freedom demon. Freedom, liberation, voice.
Alright. I showed my auntie, like, I don't know if you still have it on your IG, but I forgot what it said. No, it's cool.
President Female Orgasm.
Yes. I guess, can you talk about sexual liberation and then also, like... So... What is it you're...
President of Female Orgasm.
Yeah, a proponent of... All right.
President.
Oh, president of female orgasm. Okay.
President. So the whole thing, I call myself that because I got to realize a lot of people don't even know what the word orgasm means. Like, and they've got children, and you have children that get pregnant and hide it from their parents because the sex conversation ain't happening, but people are engaging in sex. You're getting kids getting infected because they had to be polite. Well, they were having sex because they were shy and didn't want to be uncool by saying put on the condom too soon. Be like, oh, relax my babies. That kind of shit. Like, and having an example also helps with, because I talk about the pleasures, right, and how you should ask. But then you would also know the difference when you're violated, because we grow up and we don't even know that was sexual molestation. That was, you're hiding things because you think you're in the wrong because a perpetrator will fuck with your mind. Excuse me. So it's even harder for you to open up, let alone realize that you've been violated. So that's what I want to change, that shit. Like, if I'm the example of what good sex is, you should know the opposite when it's violation. I talk about it and I'm open about it. And I also do my AIDS tests live on Instagram. Because why? Having a voice is that, being able to ask for the condom, being able to bring your own without being worried about being called a hoe. Because you're protecting yourself. You matter. So if anyone tries then to be like, oh no, Moonchild's right. No, babes, I do my AIDS test live, because the whole thing is we're engaging in this thing. Let's talk about it openly and let's protect ourselves. A part of having a voice is being able to confidently take a test.
So what, I guess, what got you to this point where you were like sexually liberated? Because I feel like a lot of women, like, I guess they hide behind it a little bit. Like, and we're all like very sexual beings, you know? And I feel like really like porn industry, everything is like really like male, male pleasure, you know? So like what got you to the point where you were like, this is me, I'm free, like I'm I guess liberated sexually?
I think from the time I lost my virginity was the time I was liberated, because I got horny, and the boy I lost my virginity to was in Port Elizabeth and I was in Durban. So I wrote a poem called Cloud 9. But I'd always grew up watching porn. That's why I didn't engage in sex. Like, I was a virgin the whole time. And so from the time I wrote about sex, I just expressed it. From the time I was horny after losing my virginity, I could express it, because I started like in poetry. I went to like hip hop, went to jazz. Then I just created my own thing. And so, yeah, it's funny. It's from the time I lost my virginity, if I can track back. Yeah, it was that time. And also, I hated women playing victim in poetry. Hated them. Oh, he raped me. Oh, I was so violated. Oh, I'm so broken. That shit grinded my tits. I'd be like, no. I grew up with a person who used to go and tell my mom she was HIV positive, Zuziwe, in PE. When I was a kid. My mom used to look after that girl just for ARVs. You'd be like, take your ARVs, and she'd be like, Stamp, tonight we're gonna get another married man and infect him. This is real life. So when I wrote poetry from that space, I'd be like, take me, I'm yours. Violate me, I don't have a choice. Oh, actually, take the tampon out because I'm on my periods. And then I lure him in and I fuck him up and then I give him AIDS and then I walk. So I never wanted to play victim. And I hated that girls were the ones to play victim the most. So I was just like, nah, that's not the only truth. That's not the only truth. There's other narratives. But why is it the feel sorry for me narrative that used to fucking fuck with me? Then I just guess I played the opposite sides, the fierce woman, the one who's going to poke the condom, the one who's going to make sure that that you seep through, the one who's going to make sure the condom breaks so that you have to go check, the one who's going to tell you you're never going to forget me. And you think I'm attached. No, babes, I'm not attached. I'm actually about to give you HIV. That's real life. I experienced someone like that.
My bad, you kind of got me there. I listen to you, but I don't really have a reaction. Like
I see you.
Alright, yeah. Julian kind of explained to me how it wasn't until people started messing with you in Europe, like once your music started getting played in Europe, until people in South Africa kind of took you seriously.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on that? And what's your feeling on it? Yeah.
So my biggest thing that thing for me is like, okay, cool. So we may be saying we're free and all that jazz, but mentally we're not because we're not able to recognize our own originality. The world takes it and then we're going to say bring back the land, but we were here and we were original and we were authentic. For instance, Solange comes to South Africa, she uses tribal print. We've always grown up washing, polishing stoops, cleaning with tribal print. And then we understood its value only when it was worn on the red carpet. But we've always had it. Now you're out here washing the polish off because now it's a trend, but it always was. So I think, yes, that's why kids are the biggest thing, because then if I can feed the children, that's who's coming up. Do you know what I mean? Because there's still people that are still stuck there. There's people that are open to trying new things. There's people that are not. There's people who are just conditioned. So what am I going to do? I'm going to touch you. I just have to touch you, like with what I do. I have to touch you. But the children are the ones that are going to be changing the whole narrative, because kids are like expressive. Like they're expressive. Do you know how many children want like a mop? They'll be like, Mom, I want a mop. I meet so many parents because their children love me in my booty. I go to a show. I love parents that bring their children to a fucking stadium at midnight and I'm playing. I always pick that child from the crowd and I always just making sure that it's a memory because they love the Ghost Mikey girl and I'm like this animated thing for them with my booty. Kids twerk and their parents are right because Moonchild. So it's just like, I want to breed, like I'm breeding another vibe. Artemis is going to be the president by that time because she's already that girl. So yeah. It comes with the mental space. So until we're literally liberated here outside of just 1994, because that was like a lot of trauma, right? But 1994 is just now. So we still have those people that come from there, that brought up their children who were probably like my age, who are bringing up other children and continuing with this act like a lady, be like a wife. What the fuck is that?
How do you think people can liberate themselves mentally?
Speak. Say what you want. Thinking about everything and everyone else, not just asking for what you want, is just going to be a problem because society ain't fucking you. You're letting it fuck with you. When you actually just... do you know, there was a whole thing when I talked about how I'm going to open a naked club. A black paper misunderstood the whole thing and they wrote something to do with brothel. No, she said it's not going to be a brothel. But the headline is like, a blue-haired singer is opening up a brothel. Yeah? This is that misunderstanding. Because I'm like, I go to these spaces. I've gone to sex clubs like with my boyfriend at the time. And we check them out, and you'll see majority just like old white couples. And if you see a black lady with an old white man, they still don't have a voice. It's almost as if the wife died and then Mavis stopped washing dishes and got promoted to wife. I'm like, why are you in the space if you're not going to be liberated? Do you know what I mean? So I want to make it cool for black people. I want to make it cool for young, fresh people, because people have already bought into the idea of being naked. That's why they wear unpadded bras. That's why we roll around in our panties and stuff. This is like the closest we can get to being naked, because we're getting comfortable. And people are getting more and more comfortable. Have you seen the industry right now? They're just like me 4 years ago. Everybody's mesh now. It's even like you can see the changes within the industry. You don't even have to say anything to me, because these bitches always act like they don't know you, but they copy full time. I'm just like, well, I'm glad you're just liberated. It's great. It wasn't about your props, it's about the whole change. And together we make it bigger.
Nice. All right, so question. What's your process when you make music?
Now, there's no process. There's no time for process. If Diplo wants a song now and there's a beat, I'm making this song now. I don't need a condition, because a condition would limit any opportunities. And I'm like, well, right now, I'll write on the spot. Time. I go now. Load shedding or not, touch, paper. I just go. There's no condition I need, because that's very unnecessary. Everything I need is in my head. It's here. So I love weed. I love weed. And so like, I respect my craft, and I'm always ready to work. And time is always of the essence. I get frustrated with slow writers. Oh my God, you've been dead. Oh yeah, but the thing is, so sometimes it'll be like, so the whole process is like, okay, I don't need a condition, right? And then the process, I'll get a word. And then from the word, I've got a whole picture story. And then I just literally write the pictures I've got, which are the story from the word. And that's how I simplify my writing. So it's like word, or it's just visuals, and I just bring the visuals. I basically take out my head and put it to words. That's the simplest way. That's how I write stories, even if I talk shit. I'm just like, it's a story.
How do you deal with self-doubt?
Self-doubt?
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably shittier in real life. In music, you can't touch me. In real life, I'm shittier. Like, boyfriends will be like, oh, you're heartless, or something like that. And that time, because I take out everything on work, like everything. If like my breakup, I just call my team and say, drown me in work. I don't know how to deal with I don't know how to deal with sad emotions or express them. And then I know how to make people happy. It's weird. That's why I don't write sad songs. I don't know how to express it like that. So I actually come across as if I have no emotions when it comes to sad things. Like someone else will be like I was a photographer at my mom's funeral. So by that time, like a lot of things don't touch me like that, or at least I had to suppress that. Like I got back to school, I was in varsity. I got back there, my lecturer, fine art lecturer, she gave me a book on how to mourn. And then I was SRC at school already after coming back, and I was like way beyond normal for someone who just had a parent die, like the main parent. So I think it's also like because I ran away from home at 19. So I've had to toughen up. Let me tell you, the streets don't give a fuck. So I had to toughen up, stay focused, and just, if there's a problem, solution, move. Problem, solution, move. And that's how I've lived ever since I've been on my own. So I know I feel stuff. I don't know how to say I feel stuff unless I write a song. Not a lot of things touch me. By the time society is worried about my look, or I don't give a fuck. Like the one person I care about groomed and bred me. And the rest of them, I ran away anyway. No one has an opinion in my life. Like, that's why it's like, after my mom died, it was almost as if, so the clue was the mother, because it's like you don't have family after that. It's like, oh wow, okay, cool, great. This is what it is. I call toughen up, girl, let's get it popping. Succeed or succeed or succeed. So, I start with try lift your arm. Try lift your arm. Exactly. You do it or you don't. There's no trying. If you treat your life and your dream like trying to lift your arm, which is either you do it or you don't, then just remove. It starts with like the vocabulary, removing the word try in anything that you're doing, because it's almost as if it creates room for you to have, if you've failed, you tried. It's not good enough. Do it or don't. And every time you use the word try, just try lift your arm. You know you're not trying, you're doing it, or you're not doing it. And I'd say, don't put like pressure and dates on your success. It must just be one of those things where it's only when you're having a conversation and you realize, oh shit, it's been 12 years. Not because you were counting or were pressured, but because you had faith and you kept working hard. And just like faith and hard work. Talent is not everything. You don't deserve anything. No one owes you anything. You go and get everything. So don't be lazy and stop trying.
Nice. All right. What's like your mantra? Like this like what's like a mantra or something like you like live by, or like what do you tell yourself like when you're in the mirror or whatever? Like,
take everything. I just want to kill and take, like I always, what do I say to myself? What am I wearing today? That's what I say first. And then, like I don't take advantage. I don't take advantage of any opportunity I get. Like I don't. And I just want everything. I want children to dream bigger than they ever thought they could, because I'm going to be making so much magic in my language. And so I always want to tick the box. That's the thing. I'm never, do you know that? Because I'm in my skin. I'm not outside as the person who's observing what's happening with me and everything. So for me, it's always like a box ticking. The next mission, the next mission, the next mission. And I always want to work, man. I always want to work. Even when I'm tired, my team will tell me I'm tired. I won't tell them I'm tired. Because it's a privilege. It's a privilege, and this is my breathing. And therefore, I'll never disrespect it. And I'll always show up and deliver. It's so crazy now, I don't even know which shows I'm playing where. I'm just like, I'll show up and deliver. Because as long as I'm on time, I'm here, I'm killing it, let's go. Next, go. Next, and box ticking. So there's not even much time to be basking in all the shit that everyone else is basking in. Because it's staying focused. Because it's just like, yeah, I've worked so many years, but this is now when the work actually starts. Now it's like the demand time. You know what I mean? And it's beautiful. I fucking am grateful for it. I'm super grateful for it. And then it's so funny because people are always just like, oh my God, you're so humble. It's like, I don't know what that means. I'm just myself. It's just myself, and I make music, and I'm great, and I know it, and I work, and I appreciate it, and I love the appreciation, and I love you for that. And I need another box to tick. Can't get comfortable. I say to young girls, do you forever. It'll never be a job to wake up in the morning. Rather be rejected for who you are than what you thought was wanted.
Good shot. Alright, so this is the last question, but is there anything that I haven't asked you that you would like to talk about?
No, not yet. No, because we're flowing, that's the thing. Yeah, I'm going to take over the world. No sign of told you so.
Alright, so I guess concluding thoughts.
Concluding thoughts. Dump a man who doesn't want to go buy sex toys because he's insecure about fucking plastic. I like that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Moon. I really appreciate it.
You finally did it.
Yeah, finally. Moon, thank you so much. For real.